Welcome to this week's Micro Strategies to Fetch More Clients Animal Therapist Edition. Have you ever showed up at a local event and just don't know what to do, almost want to hide behind your pull-up banner, like, oh, is anyone going to talk to me? Well, today's training is how to give you the confidence, what you need, what you don't need, and some structure and thought patterns around local events to make them really productive, profitable, and enjoyable for you as you go through. So local events are all about being seen and getting booked, making them work for you and becoming the go-to local expert in your area. And they still work. Actually, I think out of all of the micro strategies, in person, offline, that I teach, I adore local events the most because trust is built way faster face to face. Plus, as long as you are booking your events within the 5 to 10 mile radius of where you look after animals, they're going to be local clients. They're going to be qualified to be moving towards you and your services. Plus, it gives you that opportunity to meet the dogs prior to their care starting. I don't know about you, but there's always a little touch of anxiety, like, oh, what is this dog going to be like before it comes through? So actually being able to see them, look off and be like, oh, they're in this kind of state before you actually start that care, really helps with that as well. Plus, when my vet physio and chiropractic clients have gone and done this work, they have found that actually there's collaborations that happen with other local businesses. So one of my clients, Gemma, she went to a local event, and at the event she didn't massively get a huge return. This was prior to working with me. Some of the strategies that I give today would have maybe helped that event. However, what she did do great was connect with a local dog walker. And that dog walker's own dog ended up going lame and going to her. And this was like 6 months later. So she'd made this collaboration, she'd made this connection. 6 months later, this client starts working with her. And then from that, they've gone on to refer 4, 5, 6, I think it was, other clients to her. So her target while she was working with me was to get 12 new clients, and 6 of them came from one dog walker that she'd made and made a collaboration and connection with at a local event. So they absolutely still work. And I'd argue they work better than online presence, just because of the option. Why have I lost my voice? Just because of the option of them getting to meet your energy, how you interact with their dogs. There's something just so tangible that happens in real life that you can't emulate online, I believe. So how to set up with strategy, not panic. Oftentimes, if this is your first time of doing this, you try to, do too much almost, is what I see when I'm guiding people through their first fate or local event that they're setting up. So here's the 3 main things. A bright, clean tablecloth. Hopefully your brand colours, one of your brand colours might be bright, so you really pop. Like if I was doing a stand, I would probably do a pink that's on brand with mine. So we want it to visually look like yours, but if all of your brand colours are quite muted, and that's fun and that's great, if that's kind of more earthy colours, then maybe try and find something that complements but it's poppy. A bright, clean tablecloth. Your signage need to clearly say who you are and how you help. So if you've got a pull-up banner, don't just have your logo on it. People don't really know your logo. Who you help and how. Helping older dogs move better. Relief for stuck hips and sore paws. I didn't mean to write still hips then, did I? Classic. Don't always get someone to spell check it as well. And also have case studies. So on my product banner, I've got testimonials and case studies on here with photos of who those people are as well. But keep it simple. You and your message is enough. Don't try and bring the whole clinic down. We're here to make an impression and to make a connection. So there's a few essential things that I would say that needs to go onto your checklist for your local event. Signage with clear messaging, no jargon. And I wanted to put this picture up here. This is me and Dr. Tim in South Australia running. This is actually in a shopping mall. So if there isn't a local event happening in your area, then make one by rocking up to a shopping centre. Now, look at this signage that we've got here. Right up and clear straight away, you can see free check. And people are like, what's free check? Obviously, this is for human chiropractic. This works for animal chiropractic. It also works for animal physiotherapy, as I know from rolling it out with my clients. And the signage, the sign on the floor says, this is the sign you've been looking for. Like, it's eye-catching, it's a little bit funny, it makes you go, oh, like, what is going on here? Now, a great sign that could work for you is your dog will thank you. And they're like, what do you mean my dog will thank me? So how do you create intrigue and interest? More on that in a moment. If you want to have something physical to hand out or like a book of printed case studies and testimonials, that's always something nice to have. Not a necessity, but absolutely having people edify what it is that you do will also help with your confidence on the day as well. Now, have a QR code and a clipboard ready to capture email and mobile number. Now, people love leaning on tablets, tech for this type of thing, and yet QR code is awesome. It's a very easy way for people to scan it. Sometimes it auto-populates on their phone. Make it as easy for them as possible. But on top of that, also have a clipboard where you can physically write down people's emails and mobile numbers. Because things go wrong, and you might be set up somewhere, it might be an expo, and you're expected to have all this electricity and things that you need for your demo, and then something doesn't go the way you want it to go. So having something physical where you can actually capture people's interests, most physically and with them scanning a QR code, is perfect. Number 4 is a compelling freebie. As you can see here, we were doing a free check. We had the chiro, we had Dr. Tim right there being able to do these checks with people. And I've got a list of freebies that really work at these open days. Plus, bring props and demo tools, anything to capture your eye, to draw you towards these people. Now, I know this works because it worked on me. I ended up working for this chiropractic business by becoming a client first. I'd never heard of chiropractic. I was in this shopping mall, and as I was walking through, I saw the pictures on here, this SAM machine here. It's 2 scales, a massive spine. You're like, what is this? So I went over to ask them, what is this? So again, what happened there? They weren't selling me. I was like, oh, I mean, that's interesting. I'm going to come towards you. And, they did this test and you jump on the scales, and I was like 6 kilograms heavier in my left leg than my right leg. And then it turned out my spine was all misaligned. I was like, I do have a clicky, I don't have a bad back, but I've got a clicky hip. And, then they educated me on the body and how that has happened and how that's working. And then I became a client. And then I began working for them. Then I ran all their marketing, and the rest is history, as they say. So actually, having something that's going to bring intrigue to the stand is only going to benefit you, and you never know the ripple effect and the benefit it could have for your wider community as well when you bring the right person. You also want water and treats for you and the doggos. Whenever I run these open days, whenever I run a local stand, and this is kind of hinting towards one of the trainings in a moment, we've got to have our good energy. So it might be a really roasting day like we've been having here in the UK this summer, and You want to have water for the dogs that attend your stand, plus for yourself, and treats for you and yourself, because it's going to bring your energy up, make it a fun day, make it nice. I mean, I do know one physio clinic that for their clients, they give out like Prosecco and things like that. I'm probably not going to suggest that, but actually they say that they go to the same spot every single year, and the local community know that they're going to be there, and they get the opportunity to chat to their clients, have a drink, and they always get loads of referrals and new starters, so it works for them. I'm not going to be online promoting giving out alcohol. But that energy, that excitement, that's exactly what you want to be creating at these fetes and fairs and everything that's happening in and around your local area. Now, how do you capture interest? Because these stands are all about attracting and connecting with people. They're not about being salesy and trying to close people. We've all had that experience, haven't we? Where we've walked past a stand in a shopping mall and it's usually selling like Sky TV. Sorry, Sky. And they're just a bit like, oh, can I capture you? Oh, can I grab you? Can I ask you about this, that, and the other? And you're going, oh, like, this is so salesy. Like, I don't want to be here. Whereas the opposite happens when you can just have such a fun stand that people go, oh, this is really interesting. How do I come towards you? So from a canine standpoint, we would be giving out like free guides, spot the early signs of pain, or maybe like a dog health scorecard. How well does your dog stack up? What's your score? And then people go, oh, I don't know. Let's bring the doggy over and we could do the scorecard with them. Oh, how does this hip move? Lean on your expertise to do that scorecard to then help demo and showcase your expertise. Having props and demo tools, like a dog skeleton. I watched, I think her name's Cheryl. Oh God, Cheryl from the International Association of Animal Therapists. She came and spoke at the Natural Dog Expo, and she brought a skeleton model of a dog up on stage with her so that she could use that while she gave her information. She herself said that she uses that out in the real world when she's trying to, back in the day when she was trying to attract people to her business. And having a free raffle entry, like a doggy hamper or a mini assessment, is a great way to also capture people's details, which is very GDPR friendly. They have opted, yes, please, I want to hear from you about your care and your service, particularly if you're giving out a mini assessment for their dog. Like they're qualified because they've got a dog that they want you to help with, and again, it's that option for them to come towards you. Now, I love a hamper or a gift basket, as you know from my other micro strategies, because again, it's a great visual for people to be like, oh, that looks good. I want some of that. And it's another opportunity for you to connect and reach out to maybe the local other stand holders or people within your local community so that you can showcase their dog items at your events. So maybe connect with someone that sells like recycled dog toys, for example. I've got a friend at college that's got a business that does that, so I'd be reaching out to them and being like, oh, let's get a hamper put together so that I could put that on my stand so that we can give that out, a win-win scenario. And again, it's just helping with more connection and collaboration. Now, your energy matters when you're on a stand. This is probably the worst thing you can do, especially if you've paid money to show up. If someone walks past you and you're sat there, gormlessly doom scrolling on your phone, I'm bored, you might as well have not shown up. Actually, don't show up. If you're going to sit there and doom scroll on your phone, just don't attend. I've genuinely been to a massive event that we run and seen a dog trainer doing that, and I just wanted to go and slap him, to be honest, because this is important. You're not selling your service, you're selling yourself. So your energy matters. You are the stand. And this was an amazing stand that I did. This was an expo, and I was stood all day. There's literally, as you can see, there's no chairs, which is perfect. In fact, I would recommend do not bring a chair. Did you see that on my essentials checklist? No. But this was amazing because I had an iPad that mirrored to a telly screen. And as I was taking people's photos, it would bring their image up, and then we could mark on there like where they were like misaligned. This is all, again, this is chiropractic based. Um, but I had a queue around the expo, people waiting because they wanted to see their photos on the screen and see how messed up they were. Humans are mad. But here's a few pointers when it comes to energy on the stand. Smile, make eye contact. You're a good human. All you're here is to serve dogs. So put that out there so that it is showcased for you. Ask engaging questions instead of, oh, what a nice dog is. Oh, what's this? What's this Starz's name? And then lean on your engaging questions checklist that I gave to you in the micro strategies last week, like who, where, why, when, and how. Oh, how does his, is he struggling in his heat? Or, oh, he looks a bit tight in his hip. When does he struggle the most? Start asking questions that's going to be leading questions into you having a conversation and showcasing that you're an expert and here to help. I've already mentioned it, stand up. Move around, energy, and if you don't naturally have good energy or high energy, because people are attracted to high energy, then do you have a friend or a cousin that does? Get them to be with you. It's totally okay if you are if somebody else attracts people in and then you're the expert that can talk and showcase it. And also plan drop-bys. So, oh yeah, I'm going to be at this fete for 4 hours. If you could drop by at midday, that would be great. Because you know what happens? As soon as one or two people come over and want to talk to you, people go, oh, it's busy over there. Let's go see over there. And it starts bringing people in. So if you're working in your local community, hopefully you've got some connections already, some clients already that can come over and come say hi. So you can arrange that like drop by so that so it can create that busy environment. It's a bit like a busy restaurant shop front. You want to eat where it's busy, right? Your people at the local events want to go talk to the stand holders that have got people there. Plus, having those interactions, those demos, is also another great way to bring people over to you. I've said it before, and I want to re-empt it now. Never be on your phone. Yes, I want you to take photos for social media, but ideally, you're going to grab those photos and you're going to post them in a quiet moment, or you're going to post them as you nip to the loo. I don't want you on your stand going, "Urgh." Even if you're uploading something important for the business, if people are there, you've got eyes on you at some point in the day. So good energy, smiles, talk to as many people as you can, because the ripple effect rolls on. It's only for a short amount of time, and if you need, do it in stints. If you've got a team, have 2 hours that people are on so that you've got a fresh face, fresh energy, should you need. After the event, you've captured all these details. I mean, oh my goodness, that event we did, the expo, we were queued around the building. It was phenomenal, the amount of new clients that we got for, that was actually a double clinic expo we did there. You're going to follow up and you're going to do what you say you'll do. So if you've said you're going to give them a freebie, they wanted that dog health checklist. They wanted that early signs to see if your dog's in pain. Then we're going to actually deliver it to them. The amount of events I've been to, speakers from stage, things like that, people promise these things and then they don't follow up. They just don't do it. So do it and you'll be different. Send a follow-up email 1 to 2 days after the event. Don't worry, I've got the script for it. You don't have to overthink it. Next screen, get your cameras ready, get your screen grab ready, steal it, use it. Don't overthink it. Invite them to follow your social media, particularly if you've done a raffle or a giveaway of some type. You're going to announce that on your social media. So you want them to join your social media so they can see that you continue to be who they met at the event. Plus, you're going to announce that winner and reach out and give a runner-up bonus to those that didn't win. do you want to give them a discounted first visit? Do you want to send them for another assessment or something like that? Oh, you've had this, now you can have that. Now, the follow-up email, don't overthink it, just send it, make it happen. So let's say you've given them a free guide on pain management. Your subject headline's going to be sounding just like you. Great to meet you at. Put the event name and put their name in. Now, I would actually personally send these one by one. But if you want to use your CRM to do that for you, then obviously make it so that it inserts your client's first name. And that's the prompt right there with those arrows. So great to meet you at Dogfest. Hey, and then it'll be their first name. It was so lovely to meet you at Dogfest. Thank you for stopping by our stand. As promised, here's your freebie. Here's the guide, whatever it is. Then give the attachment for them to click on it. Major top tip here, if you are able to, you can actually track this link and see who clicks it. Now, for them to download it, you might want them to re-opt in, or you might want them to give their email again. I wouldn't. I would just let them get it straight away. And then you're just going to give like a very quick overview of the business. And again, highlighting those top things that you do and how you can serve them. At, let's say, Canine Care Hub, we help dogs move better, feel better, and live longer, happier lives. If you're curious about what therapy could do for your dog, I'd love to offer you a free 15-minute discovery call where we can chat through your pup's needs and see if we're a good fit. Here's a link to a free call. Or it could be, just make sure you follow us on socials to see further updates. You know, do one or the other here. Book a free call or follow us on social. But this is our first connection with them. We want to know if they open it or don't open it. Now, other than the email address, we want to get their mobile number as well. Because what we're going to do is follow up this email with a quick message and be like, hey, Sandra. Oh, it was so lovely bumping into you at Dogfest. Even better if you get Sandra and Dog Fido at Dogfest. I've just sent you through that checklist. So it should have hit your inbox now. Let me know. And then they could message you back and go, yeah, I did get it. And you're like, great. What have you done? We've opened up a line of communication. We want to know that they're getting the information that we're sending them. And we want to know, and we want to let them know that we are open for them to reach out and ask us those questions as well. It's all about that connection. But if we don't do the follow-up, we lose it. As the saying goes, the fortune is in the follow-up. This is just one of the micro strategies that I discuss. If you want to put these micro strategies into a consolidated 6-week plan, then grab your copy of my Amazon bestseller, Fetch More Clients. I'll send it directly to you. And I will also send you a personalised message and follow up. You can have an example of how that works. I'm Mel Hack. Thank you for joining this week's Micro Strategies. I can't wait to see you on next week's. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you then.